pretty much the entirety of my Christmas gift collection this year. Plenty of caffeine here to kickstart 2018. Let's go. Welcome to my very first video of 2018. This is of course January and it's raining here in the UK, but it's not going to stop us having some good old-fashioned musical fun. I've got loads of stuff planned for you guys and the channel this year, but before we get into any of that, I first wanted to talk about the most important thing I think you can do right now to kickstart 2018. You might be wondering, why is this guy showing me a bunch of keys? Well, it's certainly not buy a new car, it's certainly not buy a house. What it is this little thing right here, okay? Now, what is this, you might be wondering? Well, the most important thing you can do as a musician is protect your hearing, okay? This is something that I take extremely seriously. My hearing is really important to me, and since I was a kid, I used to go to a lot of music concerts and stuff, you know, lots of loud music, but now, when I'm a bit older, that tiny little bit of ringing is just about starting to creep into my ears. What I wanted to do is point out something you can do right now to protect your hearing, because you never know when you're going to be in those situations where there's just extremely loud music going on. You know, it's been New Year's just now. I found myself in a situation with a group of friends. We've gone out to some clubs. It's been extremely loud. And fortunately, I had some earplugs with me. Or, you know, you might be on holiday, and as happened to me last year in India, where you know, you're in this situation where there's just extremely loud drums going, and it's so loud that you just think, I wish I had some earplugs. So what I wanted to do is show you this, because this is the most useful and handy thing that I've come across. It goes on your keyring like this. It's just a little case, and if you unscrew the case like this, come here. So if I unscrew it, like this, and here, if I, oh, wrong one, and right in here, I've got some earplugs that are nicely stored away, ready for me to use whenever I need them. I've got them on me all the time because, you know, you carry your keys around everywhere, I presume you do. So that, oh, wait, that is my #1 recommendation for you guys. You never know when you're going to be in a situation when you need them. I've used them countless times. They've been extremely useful for me. They're inexpensive. You can grab them on Amazon. This model here is Senner, S-E-N-N-E-R. If you can see that right there. You can grab them on Amazon. It's a little pod, comes with a keyring, stick on your keys, job done. Now, let's go to the studio. Two things before I tell you all about what's coming up on this channel this year. First thing, New Year's resolutions. Now, I'm not really a New Year's resolutions kind of guy, you know. I think if you want to get something done, if you've got goals, you've got ambitions, why wait till this like arbitrary January date to get them done? You know, if you want to do something, get it done. However, setting yourself goals and setting yourself ambitions is not a bad thing. In fact, I thoroughly recommend it. In fact, it's a very good thing, and it's why I'm sat here right now on this channel talking to you. But I recommend that when you're setting yourself targets, you're setting yourself goals, you make sure that those are within your control and not outside of your control. So for instance, what I mean by that is, let's say your goal is to, I don't know, by the end of February learn a Ludovico Einaudi piece. I want to be able to play this Ludovico Einaudi piece by the end of February, so I'll set my goal, play this Ludovico Einaudi piece. But that's not really inside your control. What is inside your control is, okay, what skills do I need to learn to play that piece? I will portion a part of my practice every single time I sit down dedicated to that, to work myself towards being able to play that piece. Sitting down at that piano and directing your practice session is entirely within your control. So instead of going, I want to play this Ludovico Einaudi piece by the end of February, go, I'm going to work myself towards it by practicing this, this and this every single time I sit at that piano. Another example of that would be me saying I want 100,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel by the end of the year, and you know, that is not within my control. I can put certain things in place. I can make sure I upload consistent, quality, useful content for my subscribers every single week. That is something that's within my control. Reaching an arbitrary target like 100,000 subscribers is not entirely within my control. The second thing is, and I've already mentioned this to my email list, and if you're not already on my email list, then you know, what? Come on guys, it's the new year. Get yourself over to creativepianoacademy.com, get yourself on my email list for some really cool tips and tricks and general emaily goodness. I'll even throw in a premium video on the best adult practice plan, so how's that for a deal? Anyway, I wanted to recommend a New Year's book for you to read. It's called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. It's a fantastic book, all about creativity and invoking the muse. It's the most succinctly written and useful and practical piece of, I don't know what you want to call it, if you want to call it self-development, whatever. It's a really good look at creativity and what he calls the resistance, which is like this daily battle we all struggle with every time we wake up to actually engage our creativity, engage with ourselves as creative human beings. Yeah, whatever you want to call this book, self-development, whatever, it's just a fantastic book to read, and I thoroughly recommend you start the year off by reading it. So what are my goals, my ambitions, and what have I got in store for you guys in 2018? First of all, I am making a solid commitment to continue uploading a useful, helpful, practical, content-driven video for you every single week. Now that's not a limit, you know, I might upload more videos than that a week, but for sure and definitely you will see a video from me at least once a week. Now this is really interesting because I made this commitment to myself in August last year, and you know, I don't want to harp on about it too long, but I found it extremely difficult to get this channel started until I decided to do nothing else but just one video a week. I gave myself that space. It was a manageable thing to do, and I managed to keep that up. So if you look back to my videos, you'll see that there's been at least one video every single week since I think the end of August last year. And since making that commitment in August last year, the channel has grown to like over 3,500 subscribers completely organically, and I've got a nice, thriving, small but growing email list full of quality, decent people like yourselves. Couldn't be happier, so I'm going to continue doing that throughout this year. Also, by the end of this year, I'm going to have 3 courses created and released for you guys. You know, you guys have been emailing me and leaving comments and telling me exactly what you want from me, so I'm going to make sure that I can create some proper goal-driven courses for you guys that have very specific outcomes so you can achieve your ambitions and goals this year. As of right now, I am planning to explore left and right hand coordination, that's the big one. Playing piano by ear. I've got a really unique kind of idea for this, so I cannot wait to tell you guys about it. And also a look at creating and crafting insanely catchy melodies. It's something that I think I'm particularly good at, so I can't wait to show you how to do this. Also, what is a YouTube channel like mine where I'm basing my content around like creativity, and I bang on about creativity all the time, if I don't have my own original material up on this channel? So by the end of this year, I'm going to have at least one original track, my own piano composition on this channel. Now, it might well be more, but you know, realistic goal settings and stuff, that's within my control. I know the amount of work that goes into it, so at least one original music track from me will be up on this channel by the end of this year. Also, in the same vein as that, I want to have 2 piano covers done as well. I had a crazy amount of fun doing this, doing my first piano cover. I don't know whether you've seen it. It's called Madari. It's like this Indian folk song, which I just thought, a killer melody. Just had so much fun transcribing it and filming it, and I'm dead proud of that video. But I want to up my game with the quality and the filming this year, so 2 more piano covers at least by the end of 2018. So that's about it from me, guys. You know, basically I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. The channel's growing, you guys seem to be liking what I'm doing. It is a lot of effort and time to put these videos together, but I enjoy doing it. I learn a lot, I get a lot of pleasure from it, so I'm going to continue doing that, but at the same time set myself realistic goals so I can stick to them. So have a fantastic musical-filled 2018. If you're new to the channel, then do check out all my videos I've got on here so far, and look forward to a lot more in the future. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.